kangaroo rat tendons. Can you think of anyone you know that has torn their ACL?
Looking to sweep you guys. You wanted us. You were crying out that you bypassed the harder team in Miami.
Rose came down bad on his left foot. See him holding onto his knee, and down.
Looking to sweep you guys. You wanted us.
ACL tears are also known as anterior cruciate ligament tears and are one of the most common sports-related injuries.
The ACL is the ligament that connects your femur and your tibia and is caused by a sudden change of direction against a locked knee.
The treatment for ACL injuries is an ACL reconstruction, where the torn ACL is replaced by a graft made from either another tendon in the knee, a donor, or sometimes even pig tendons. This is Alex Johnson, and he is an Australian football player.
He injured his right knee after already having 5 reconstructions and several other repair operations on his left knee.
The problem is, along with Alex Johnson, each year about 120,000 athletes in the United States are affected by ACL injuries, and 6 to 32% of those athletes will go on to suffer a second ACL injury upon returning to their sport.
We would like to find a better solution for these 120,000 people. And for this, we turn to the kangaroo rat. These creatures, despite their size, are able to jump to extreme heights with high accelerations due to their thick tendons and enlarged hind limb muscles, which they then use to escape their predators. K-rat tendons are specially adapted for high motor performance.
That was a kangaroo rat escaping a rattlesnake. So an experiment was done looking at the differences between kangaroo rat tendons compared to rat tendons. So to sum up the results, the tendons being studied were the PL and gas tendons. And what was found were the tendons were longer in relation to the muscle tendon unit in kangaroo rats than in rat tendons. Also, the failure stress was larger in kangaroo rat tendons. The definition of failure stress is when the energy stored by a given mechanism exceeds the critical value. So therefore, the failure stress is the energy level that approaches the failure threshold of a mechanism. So basically, like what all that means is that the kangaroo rat tendon has a higher failure threshold, so the tendon can stretch more before giving out. Overall, the tendons of the kangaroo rats were found to be tougher than the rat tendons.
So to introduce our solution, the K-Rat 2000, inspired by the kangaroo rat tendon and its effectiveness in the natural world, we have made a better tendon for ACL repair. Our ligament is going to have further attachment sites, so the ligament is longer and using a stronger graft material to increase the toughness.
So going back to the core concepts of biomimicry, as we know, Earth is a living system and competition and predation allow an ecosystem to flourish. This is seen in the kangaroo rat's environment as its tendons allow for higher jumping and therefore is an adaptation to escape predators. Also, nature also uses shape to determine functionality, which is seen in the tendons length as the tendons can function and have more strength.
So to recreate the strength of the tendon of kangaroo rats, we will be using hydrogels in our tendon. Hydrogels are just materials with the interior structure of crisscrossing polymers as seen in the picture. So what makes this material so strong is the use of 2 methods of freeze casting and salting out, which just result in a spongy and stretchy material that is said to create artificial tendons and ligaments 10 times stronger than natural tissues.
So this image shows our intentions of where we want to attach the new ligament. So as you can see, the original sites in the picture are where the screws are, but our new points would be where the arrows are. And so the attachment sites are farther apart, so the ligament will be longer, which models after the longer kangaroo rat tendon, leading to the runner, as you see, with increased like strength and toughness.
We hope that with our techniques modeled above, we can eventually apply the KRAT 2000 to other injuries, even Jackie's.